Okay then. Hello, 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 hello. Wow, it's been a really long weekend, folks. A very long 3-day weekend, if you ask me. And I just want to say, hopefully, everybody out there celebrating Memorial Day, however you celebrate. Just want to wish everyone a happy Memorial Day. And yeah, just a very long 3-day weekend. And I guess how to end it off in a way, we ended off with Monday Night Raw tonight, folks. So how is Raw gonna get through tonight? Which honestly, I was starting. I don't know if it was me because I've been tired. I've just been running a lot lately. But I almost felt really tired near the end of this show tonight. But hey, I still got the energy enough to still do this review tonight, folks. Okay. So yeah, May 31st. Monday Night Raw. Will this show suck like it does almost every week? It is, yes, but there was a couple things that wasn't that bad, though. Honestly, it just felt like a really much of a one-match show, and we'll get to that in a second. But there's still a lot going on a lot on this show, which is either good or just downright bad. And it sucked, or if it's 50-50 booking to rematch City, as I called it last week and whatnot. But we do kick off the show tonight with Miz TV. The Miz is back. Of course, he has John Morrison out there or Johnny Drip Drip and whatnot. But Miz talked about his injury with the whole lumberjack match. And as he started to talk about his injury, he kept saying, "What is that smell?" Um, I guess Morrison had garlic, which I guess like it was, and he had something called the drip stick, like to shoot water and whatnot. I guess he got zombies and vampires wrong. So yeah, Morrison, he's wearing the drip stick and garlic for some reason. But Miz introduced his first guest, which was Charlotte. Basically, Ms. Morrison kind of started to sing along or hum along or dance to Charlotte's theme music then. Um, Charlotte talked about what is with this whole smell. She talked about being a 14-time champion and that Rhea Ripley's fairy tale is over. She beat Asuka last week, so she will be able to face her at Hell in a Cell or the Hell in a Cell pay per view. But Rhea Ripley came out then. Once again, Ms. Moore started dancing, basically telling Charlotte she can go to hell. And, Miz basically saying, "What do you think about all this?" Morrison said, "What's your favorite garlic recipe and whatnot?" Ripley said, "This is a stupid question." Say, "I'm not a vampire. I'm a nightmare, okay? I'm a nightmare to a lot of people." Nikki Cross came out then, basically, listen, I beat Ripley in a 2-minute challenge. I could do it tonight with Charlotte also. Saying she should get a title shot. I beat her, so whoever wins between you two, I'm the next one that needs a title shot. Then after that, but Ripley says, "Listen, I could beat you in 4 minutes if it wasn't for that whole two thing, okay?" And Cross has earned her respect and whatnot. But Cross basically said, she could beat Charlotte in 2 minutes, and I should still be able to challenge the winner. Charlotte says, "I could beat you in less than 1 minute." And Nikki Cross ended up slapping Charlotte in the face. And after that, as Flair called her a troll, then when they went to commercial. One thing to note here: the commentators, which is Saxton, Graves, and Jimmy Smith, the new commentator, they did fire Adam Vernk. I hope I said his name right. Basically, the dude only lasted like 6 weeks. Okay, he wasn't really good. I tried to give the guy a chance. He just brought a very low energy to the table. I don't know how much knowledge he knew about wrestling. I'm sure he probably was a fan, but the guy came like from what, the Golf Channel or something like that from ESPN. They wanted some type of sports analyst on there, but it just didn't work. I could barely hear the guy sometimes. You just barely could hear him, okay? He just felt very bland and it just was not going to work to the point I wondered why even hire this guy to begin with. It's like, okay, you got rid of um, Samoa Joe. And honestly, when they got rid of him, I actually thought they would have put Tom Phillips back on commentary, but they ended up firing Tom Phillips then. So I'm like, okay, that was kind of strange. So my God, what was the point of firing those two if they just wanted to get some top spend money on some top dude from like ESPN or something, and that backfired. So there's Jimmy Smith dude. I don't know much about him. I think he was on the pre-shows for NXT and whatnot. But already, I like the guy. At least he's bringing a certain energy, and he sounds excited and trying to get this stuff over. The last dude just sounded very bland. He sounded very monotone. He just was not good. Okay, he really wasn't good, and he lasted only like 6 weeks. Literally, they brought him in right after WrestleMania. and now they got rid of him. So this whole experiment or whatever they were trying to do with dude, it just wasn't working. He just didn't have it, okay? He just wasn't good. So they tried. I'll give them that. They tried, but I tried to give it a chance. I really did, and boom, there you go. So Smith though, at least he's better on commentary. I'm gonna give him a chance at least for like another week or two and whatnot. But at least already I like him. So at least he's bringing some energy to the table. But yeah, Adnan, Burke, Bink, or whatever, gone. Gotta go. Best choice they can come up with. But basically right after that though, like I said, Charlotte went against Nikki Cross and this whole 2 minute challenge and everything. I'm trying to see if they'll keep using Nikki Cross at this point, but Charlotte trying to take out Nikki Cross, of course. Ripley, someone getting involved. Charlotte tried to go for the whole figure four, but it did not work, and Nikki Cross ended up surviving for the 2 minutes out there. So she was able to basically beat Charlotte. By some would say a fluke. So yeah, she beat Ripley, and now she beat Charlotte this week. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that next after that. Matt Riddle was in the back with Damian Priest, I guess, trying to announce stuff in Spanish until Randy Orton came up then. Priest basically, said hello to Randy and left out after that. But Matt Riddle, still talking about the whole team and him using the RKO last week. Orton basically invited Riddle tonight to watch his match against Woods. You might learn something, told him to zip his mouth, and even threw away the key and whatnot. Randy Orton went against Xavier Woods, which, let me say one thing about the New Day. Listen, I know they've been wearing Mortal Kombat gear for the past couple months, but now, between him and Kofi Kingston, they are now wearing Mighty Morphin Power Ranger gear. Both, Woods is the White Ranger, and Kofi was the Green Ranger. So it's morphin time. I'm sure Jason David Frank would be proud, Tommy and whatnot, but I did like New Day's Mighty Morphin Power Ranger gear between the White Ranger and the Green Ranger. So yeah, like I said, it's morphin time. Um, Good match with him and Woods basically this week. Orton using the Bro Derek as a finisher this week. So yeah, the oddball team continues between both Orton and Woods. So not bad right here, not bad at all. Um, Right after that, Shayna Baszler went against Reginald. By God, this was a bunch of bullshit. Nia Jax trying to tell him to protect himself out there and everything. What do I have to say about this? I'm sure everybody's thinking, send Shayna Baszler back to NXT. Because how do we do this match? By God, I'm surprised they even give Reginald offense out here against Shayna in general. But what happens? What? The pyro shoots off Kane's pyro because of the puppet doll. And just like last week, Baszler gets distracted by fire. Reginald rolls her up, and boom, Reginald beats Shayna Baszler, and Nia Jax is all celebrating, almost ripping Reginald's head off. Almost put him in a headlock while hugging and being excited and everything. So yeah, I'm sure people either turn the channel because of this. By God, the main event was already horrible enough with that last week. But hey, this week, let's just have Reginald go over Shayna for some reason. We can do all of that, just god awful fire and stuff. But hey, we'll do it again this week, folks. So yeah, I would not I'd understand people turn the channel after this. Drew talked about how, his match with Kofi again tonight. Saying he's a great guy and everything, but he talked about sacrifices and he's willing to make sacrifice just to win his match tonight. Lucha House Party went against Mason T-Bar. Not much to say from this. Mason T-Bar won. The tag division needs a lot of things right now. Sheamus came out and cut a promo talking about Ricochet and Humberto getting involved and that they, getting participation trophies just for these fluke wins they've been trying to get and after what happened last week. So he's giving open challenges tonight, see who's worthy enough and whatnot. I'll face him at the same time. Well, he wouldn't get to face him at the same time, but at least one-on-one matches back to back. Sheamus then went against Ricochet, which Humberto came out the last second, and Ricochet won up by roll-up. Then it was him and Humberto, which throughout the match, Sheamus started bleeding heavily from his freaking nose down. Probably a broken nose, given Carrillo hit him with a big-ass forearm to the face, and Sheamus started leaking in, which looked pretty brutal, I will say that. And Humberto still ended up winning the match. Ricochet tried to get involved, and Humberto got him with like a kick for the roll up then right after. But A nasty looking shot to the face, though, with Sheamus bleeding from his nose right there, probably broken. So that was pretty brutal. They had another Evolution promo with Eva Marie. Lana and Naomi went against Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. By God, this match was horrible. Tamina and Natalia on commentary. My co-host even told me tonight, saying like this was probably the worst match he's ever watched this year, and it was really bad. This was very clunky. It looked bad. The finish looked bad. You could just tell how off it was. So I would not blame him, saying this is probably one of the worst matches of the year. And I wasn't barely halfway paying attention, but it looked like shit out there. Okay, I'd rather watch the whole Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy. Today I think today's the day when the broken. Well, I think it was the whole Broken Universe debut and whatnot. But Brother Nero, it's over. It's over. Yeah, I need to be like Matt Hardy now. Delete that match that just happened because that sucked. Shelton Benjamin went against Cedric Alexander again. Basically, we almost got the same match, except it was in under 30 seconds. Same finish, just like last week. Thumb to the eye, though. I don't know why it went so fast. And again, I don't know why we saw it again. So that was kind of strange. Elias was in the back talking to Ryker about this whole tag match tonight, or the tag title match tonight, which asking Ryker if he's ever been to war. And then he says, yeah, I served in Iraq, which we didn't get the tag titles on the line. I don't know why AJ Styles and Almost came. Why did AJ Styles and Almost have the tag belts when they came out? Where were the tag belts? I didn't understand that. I had no idea why they didn't bring the tag team championships out. And throughout this match, AJ and them still retained because Elias left and just left Gunner there for dead, and AJ and them got the win. I don't know if something happened. Like, weren't these guys just working together? Now all of a sudden they just had Elias turn on him. I didn't understand that. I didn't know what was going on. That was just pretty strange. I don't know if I missed something. Did I miss something to why they broke up or was leading to a breakup? It just happened to be random. And then because tonight, saying if you ever went to war and said I served in Iraq, and then now they just broke up. I didn't understand that. That was strange. And then again, I don't even know why AJ and them didn't come out with the titles. They had the titles right after the match, so the titles were back. But I don't know. That was just very odd segment. And Elias basically talked after saying, with the people coming back, he can't walk with Elias and everything. So it's unpredictable. And he's basically worried and whatnot, but he doesn't need him anymore. Nia Jax basically telling Reginald you to be careful on Alexa's playground, and that she has the champagne on ice for him, which Bliss sat down with him then. And I guess he's going to answer questions about Cirque Soul, but Shayna Baszler came in, beat the hell out of Reginald, threw him out of there, and basically Bliss said you weren't invited, but Baszler went on to say, listen, we need to have a little chat before things get out of hand. And then she knelt down saying that your doll is just stupid. You're stupid as the doll. You're just a stupid doll. So I'm assuming it's going to be Bliss versus Baszler next week. We'll see where that goes. We'll definitely see how that goes. MVP, I guess, brought the hoes back for Lashley. So Lashley had him back again 3 weeks in a row. As my friend said, I think, only one of them really looked that damn good. And probably a lot of plastic on that one. Possibly. Next, though, I know they had the Viking Raiders basically talking to, I think it was like, what, Mansoor, I believe, welcoming to Raw. Basically kind of getting ready with the fans coming back. And then Mustafa Ali saying that you shouldn't trust anyone. And he says, why should I trust you? And then Mustafa says, now you're getting it. Lashley and MVP in the back still just turning up, partying. And MVP talked about, Kofi Mania brought him to tears, which that is true. I do remember that very well. Him and Shad were watching that match. RP Shad Gaspar. And him, talk McIntyre took the long road, become the WWE champion and whatnot. And he respects both men in his stories, but he can't respect them as competition. Lashley basically said, neither man could take this title tonight. So they're going to stay back here because, if they get involved, there'll be 90-day suspension. But yeah, Kofi Kingston came out to go against Drew McIntyre. But like I said, basically the best match out of the night. Great match in general between both of these guys. Very fun to watch. I liked it. Almost similar to last week, but then again, did we really need to see this 2 weeks in a row? I actually thought it'd be another somewhat kind of a weird finish where it'd be a triple threat match at Hell in a Cell. But no, Drew McIntyre ended up winning clean. Claymore kick in midair. him and Kofi shook hands after that. Lashley came out, and that was the last part of the show. But so yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't it's morphin time for Kofi Kingston out there. I still like he had the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger gear on or whatnot. But yeah, once again, we're gonna see Drew versus Bobby Lashley for the title. I'm sure it'll be in a Hell in a Cell match. I thought it would have been a triple threat, but we're going with the one-on-one route. But hopefully, we move on to a different opponent after this with Drew and Lashley. Okay, this has to be an end game at Hell in a Cell. But overall, though, like I said, this was a one-match show. Everything else you could have either missed or, just turn the channel and not miss much anyways. Or just watch the main event in general. That's the only thing you really would have needed to watch. Because just from the horrible shit with Baszler and the puppet and Bliss and everything, the odd turn with Elias and Gunner. I don't know why they broke up. I don't know why AJ Styles and them didn't come out with the tag titles. The Nikki Cross thing, I'm assuming she'll get involved with the titles one way or another. I like the Orton and Riddle thing still, so that's not bad. That match with Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus Naomi and Lana was just god awful. That was bad. That was just bad. Like I said, my coach thought it was the worst match of the year, but that was very, very bad. Okay, that just sucked. Um, Sheldon versus, Cedric. Why did we see this in a more 30-second version this time? I don't know. I honestly don't know. But yeah, it's not much I can say from this. So yeah, Memorial Day, folks. And honestly, I was starting to kind of doze off near the main end of the main event. But somehow I got my head together. And my energy is back. Okay. So yeah, I'm out of here. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Check out my Double or Nothing review from last night. AEW and everything. So yeah, hopefully everybody's out there is having a very great and safe weekend out there. So like I said in the beginning of the video, happy Memorial Day. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.